No one's ready for this? Wait, what's this?
This was weird and also crazy. Kalshi, which
Wait, what? It's a video by Asmongold.
is a competitor to Polymarket. I'll pull it up and y'all can see it. So this is a app, obviously, like you can just, it's the same fucking thing as Polymarket,
Just betting,
right?
yeah.
And so you can just look at politics. It's the same website, literally the same website. And they have partnered with CNN. They partnered with CNN. So you have let me get this straight.
What the
You
fuck?
have a prediction market gambling website that has partnered with a news agency. Whoa! God damn! We had Gamba on the sports. Now we get Gamba on the news.
Man.
Time to make bank? Exactly. Now, what does this tell you? What does this tell me? What does this tell everybody? That CNN is going fucking broke.
That's fucking
what's going
true.
on. They are
That's
running
actually
out
so
of money.
true.
And it's only a matter of time. And now they have made
Oh,
the
good
Faustian
observation.
pact.
A wise one.
You run a news company, and you are now partnering with a fucking betting website. So people can bet on the news that you run. Gentlemen, if Down Bad had a page in the dictionary, it would look like this. Man. Everybody's run out of money? Yep, exactly. People trust Kalshi odds better than CNN polls? That's actually... No, you're right. They did this so they could be more relevant. Because obviously nobody trusts CNN. It's full of a bunch of fucking retards.
True.
So they had to go and use a betting website to legitimize themselves. That's how bad CNN is. Is that
They're
they have to be
clout-chasing.
legitimized by a gambling website.
CNN is clout chasing the Kalshi website. This is just like a collab. It's like a VTuber collab, but like CNN used to be the big VTuber, and now they have to get platformed by Kalshi.
It's not that
This is
they're not
incredible.
legitimizing the gambling website.
Man.
The gambling website's legitimizing them. So they're going to have betting odds inside of CNN. That's what this is saying, right? I mean, this is an AI output. Right?
Honestly, though, it's probably the best way to do actual predictions on outcomes, because in order to polls, you can say whatever, but people that bet, they put their money where their mouth is. So it's actually kind of a good
So it
way
could
to
be
tell,
wrong,
I think.
But I think that you could expect that's going to happen. Chief data analyst Henry Ensign will incorporate the data shown via
Not
ticker.
anymore, Julio?
So, shown via a ticker during relevant coverage on events from topics like politics to economics. Kalshi's markets, which accurately predicted the 2024 election, draw from traders' financial stakes to reflect collective views. Oh my God. So now gambling is going to be in every single facet of our lives. Like, you're a kid, you gamble on loot boxes. You get older, you gamble on sports betting. You get older than that, now you're gambling in Las Vegas. After that, you get done, and now you care about politics because you're older. Guess what you're doing? You're gambling on politics.
Man.
That's right. Oh my fucking God. So, yep, there we go. Check streamer awards on Kalshi. I mean, I don't know, gambling and politics. Yes, this is how it is. This is wild. I know. Kalshi is the news now, which is the natural evolution of American media when you think about it. Well, it's because the media sucks. That's the reason why.
Yeah.
The future of news is here. Market-based, real-time, and accurate. Oh, my God. Who
Wait,
is this? Is she from CNN? She's the founder of Kalshi. Let
that
the
person's
people
from Kalshi,
trade.
yeah. You can see the
Wow.
little
And
icon.
so, sweet man-made horrors beyond my comprehension. I can smell the insider trading from here. The prediction markets were right again. Yep, there we go, guys. And so I think this is a huge story. I'm going to be honest. CNN partnering directly with a gambling platform that allows people to, and they're going to be probably running tickers on CNN, advertising gambling in real time to their entire audience. So the polls that predicted the 2024 election would be close, it was not. Polls are influenced by biases. Prediction markets are more objective. Yes, they are. Why would you bet on polls if you could bet on what people bet on? Because people will vote on a poll and they will give their opinion of like what they want to have happen or what they want to hear people say, what people want to hear them say. But whenever it comes to putting their money down and making a decision with their actual money, then intelligence comes out. Now it's reasonability. Now it's rationality, because stupid people don't keep their money for very long. That's it. Polls have a big problem known as collection bias. Oh, there's a million versions of that. I think polling as a method of data collection is just in general, it's completely biased. It's totally biased.
It's not reliable.
Anybody that knows anything about how you can collect data knows that you could do 50 different ways.
Not only that, like a lot of the times people will, they'll kind of fudge the polls just like to make themselves feel better.
Obfuscating data, and it's that simple. It is, exactly. And also, like, all of these polls, really, whenever they're all wrong, then why would you even listen to them? So yeah, there we go. Is this them talking about it? Wait, is this real?
One of the best ways we can look at this is the prediction markets, because they give you an indication of where people are putting their money where their mouth is. Right?
Man.
Do they think that the tariffs, that these rebate checks are actually coming? And at this point, no.
Wow.
No, I mean, Trump tariffs, the
wow.
stimulus checks are sent
This
to
is a
Americans
new
by
world, gentlemen.
August of 2026.
We in a different
it's
place.
A 25% chance. That's a 1 in 4, so that's not nothing. But the American people right now are
That's so crazy.
Craving
this can't be real. Yes, it can.
It doesn't look like it is coming.
Is real.
Although I will note, John Berman,
look at that.
25%.
And they even
Wait, what did he say?
People right now are craving.
What did he say?
Craving.
This can't be real. Yes, it can.
It doesn't look like it is.
It
coming,
is real.
Israel.
I will note, John Berman.
This can't be real. Yes, it can.
It doesn't look like it is coming.
Is real.
Although I will note, John Berman.
Look at that.
25%.
And they even, and here's the thing, is that probably as part of their partnership, they have to regularly bring up the prediction markets. So you're going to be hearing about this constantly.
Greater than this 6% who say that tariffs decrease prices, or that 5%
the one
back
piece
in March,
is real.
which are just, you
Exactly.
never see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5%.
Wow.
So look, 25% ain't nothing, but at this point, it's low.
Yeah, it's interesting. The prediction markets think that only 1 in 4 chance that will actually happen there. Harry, great to see you. Thank you.
One of the best ways we can look at this is the prediction markets, because
I don't
they
want
give
more
you an
stimulus. Stop
indication
it,
of
please.
People are putting the best ways
Stop-
we can look
stop
at this
stimulus.
is the prediction markets,
Stop it.
because they give you an indication.
I don't want to be
of where
stimuli
people are
anymore.
putting their money where their mouth.
That is insane. And the thing is that's funny is that they're not even really wrong about it, but it's just crazy that like now you have a tracker and everything like this for this news website or news station that everybody is there. Feels like Asmon was the first place I heard predicting politics on betting websites. Other people probably thought about it, but Asmon said it explicitly. Well, yeah, I mean, it's obvious. Like, I mean, you should never bet on what people say because people lie and they're stupid. But
you can trust when they, they can still be wrong, right? But then at least there's some skin in the game. Like the people that are putting the money in, they actually believe that it's going to win. It's not just bullshit, basically.
People that are smart put their money on things that they believe in, and those are the people that you should listen to. It's very simple. It's obvious. I remember, like, I thought the economy was going to collapse, and then I heard, like, Warren Buffett was investing a bunch of money. This is, like, 2010 or something like that. And I realized, like, okay, well, I mean, this guy knows, like, way more than I do, and he's a fucking, like, he's an infinity billionaire, right? And so it's like, actually, things are going to be fine. So, yeah, I mean, that's how I've always based things off of, right? I really have. So this is Kalshi. This is their strategy here. So they recently partnered with CNN. I guess this is them talking about it.
You've mentioned multiple times that you think prediction markets will be bigger than the stock market. What is it going to take?
Well, I mean, the stock market in a way is a prediction market in itself. So yeah.
To become a $1 trillion asset class.
It's pretty much already like close to 100 billion a year asset class, right? Like, it's pretty easy to imagine a 10x from here.
Yeah, sure.
Like, we haven't even started. It's been a year. I think a very large number of people care, much larger than traditional markets. And I think retail as a pie has just been growing in the US, and I think it's going to keep growing. It's growing in the stock market, but it's going outside of the stock market. The long-term vision is to financialize everything and create a tradable asset out of any difference in opinion. And I think if you do build a general purpose exchange that can resolve differences of opinions on anything, like the TAM is quite massive, quite a bit bigger than the current TAM of the stock market. I think putting aside sort of the retail trading and the institutional trading product, like there's sort of this separate product, which is like, we are living in a world where like we have an abundance of information, but there's a lot of noise. We don't really understand what's real from what's not. And prediction markets are an antidote to that. They do a very, very good job at distilling information.
I think that he's really right about this. And I think that he's right about the fact that prediction markets are a symptom of the disease of media lies. Because everybody knows the media is full of shit. But I think...
shit, did you guys hear that? That was really close. What the hell?
Prediction markets have done a unique job in being able to...
Oh, it's like a big lightning strike.
To present whether something is
H-Strike, thank you so much for the sub. Thank you.
Accurate or not. And
11 months of missing the EDC streams. You know what? You're right. I gotta do that.
Whether something is real or not in a way that's completely unbiased, at least for the time being, right? And so what the fuck is his point? His point is that I think that the people in general, have had a growing...
Yo, Grimster, thank you so much for the bits. Thank you.
...distaste and disdain I'm being, right? And so what the fuck is his point? His point is that I think that the people in general, have had a growing distaste and disdain for the way that they're given information.
Because they fucking lie all the time.
The information that people are given is seen to be biased, unfair, incomplete, or in one way or another misrepresentative. But now that you have a prediction market, this is something that's completely abstracted from a bias. It's abstracted from any type of, agenda.
Yeah, because you lose money if you're wrong, basically. So
just very simply, where are people putting their money? And I think that the fact that, like, again, this is what happened with the election, is that the election proved that I think this is a viable business model. Yeah, prediction markets are real life fact checkers.
Yeah, I agree.
But it's only from a pool that want to gamble, so it's a particular type of person. But it's a large enough pool for it to be a representative sample of the public, which is enough.
And surfacing truth to people. And you're seeing this sort of massive shift where like people are using them whenever they think about questions about the future, whenever they're debating about anything.
One thing too about betting is it's not always... Like sometimes you'll actually bet on the thing that has lower odds of happening, and you bet on it specifically because you think the odds are actually better, even though they're low. Which again, like by doing that, it actually balances it out, right? Eventually, because then the next bet becomes the odds are higher, right, for the next bet of the thing that you bet on. So it's kind of self-correcting.
And I think that trajectory is going to keep going. That's a new consumer habit that I don't think is going to be undone.
I think that's true.
Raven says, you come my favorite VTuber? Thank you so much, TBC. Thank you. I appreciate it,
And I
man.
think gambling is also very addictive, so you're going to see even more of that. Yeah, this is going to be this is the new normal, gentlemen. And, oh no, here we go. So this is the video that they did as a promotional. Wow. Yes, you can trust the news again.
Wow.
I love how this is my favorite thing about it. The fact that CNN is being legitimized by a gambling website, that's how bad their credibility has become.
It's true, though.
Wow.
CNN
that's what they get.
Completely fucked their reputation.
Did CNN rebrand? Well, yeah, actually they did. They did. And also, now that CNN has done it, a
lot of people don't trust the news. It's not just CNN either. A lot of people don't trust the news in general anymore. Just a lot of people would rather get their news from actual like independent report, like kind of influencers, and for better and for worse, right? For better and for worse, people would rather like hear it from a bald man or an anime girl rather than hear anything from the news. Like that's how fucking bad it is. That's how bad people don't trust these people. They'll trust literally anyone except them.
Companies will do that now too. Yep, now it's going to be happening everywhere. Now we're going to have gambling everywhere. This is the way it is. So there it is. And what the fuck is this here? If I find this. And Yeah, working class Americans. Yeah, if you can trust the news again, bro, it's the biggest cap ever. I need to teleport to a different world to stop seeing this one. Well, I think that, so Kalshi is more trustworthy on news specifically. Will everything be based on prediction market? So here's the reason why I would trust a prediction market more than the news. The reason why is because I think that every news website is totally biased. They're out there they want to swindle you. They want to manipulate you. They want you to believe things that aren't true. They want to take advantage of you, and they want to make money off of it. And so what they do is they do polling that is completely fucking done badly, right? There's a poll of 30 people, let's say, or they poll people in, like, let's say, oh, they poll 1,000 people and they're polling them at an expensive mall, and it turns out everybody there likes Donald Trump, right? Or you do some other sort of selection bias. There's 50,000 different selection biases that you could have. So you do biased polling, and then
can you imagine doing this just to make yourself feel better? Like, you totally bullshit it. You totally bullshit it just to be like, see, like, we're right, guys. Everyone believes us. We're gonna win.
Report on the biased polling as if it's legitimate, and then the other news stations report on that biased polling, and it creates this human centipede of shit that is disguised as authority. And basically, people are sitting there trying to learn what the fuck is happening in the news, and they're just being lied to. And you can be lied to in red, or you can be lied to in blue.
Yep.
But the one thing that you can't be lied to in is green. And so you have people that are going these prediction markets. They see, hey, you know what? Everybody's not betting on this. Maybe this isn't as real as they think it is. And that's something that's a lot more legitimate.
Yeah, because the people who are betting on it, right? Like, if you're trying to make money, and even those people that do this, like, they actually try to, it's kind of like stocks in a way, right? They try to predict, like, what's going to happen in order to make these bets. And of course, a person who is going to, say put $10,000 put $10,000 on red, you bet your ass they're going to find every fucking possible statistic to see, like, whether or not it's going to be red. They don't know, but they're going to look they're going to have the top information. They're going to have, all of the betting circles. They're all going to talk, and they're going to have, their different news sources that isn't, like, so visible for everybody else. And they're gonna what's the word? They're going to combine all of that information in order to make an informed bet. None of these people that bet, like, for serious like this, they don't do this just for fun. Basically, they put immense amounts of research into it. It's like I said, like, when I used to bet on when we used to bet on CSGO, when CSGO Lounge was still around, my friend used to check, like, their streams and see, like, if there was any news on them. It's like I said, we bet against the guy because his girlfriend broke up with him. Like, things like that, like, kind of small information that, like, you wouldn't seem to, like, big news sites wouldn't think is relevant. You would find those kind of in circles that are actually, like, trying to bet on people. Yeah, like, for instance, like, oh, this guy was streaming and he was kind of sick. Like, he sounded kind of sick on stream. So we bet against him. We bet against him in the game because he's probably sick. He's probably going to be off his game. He's probably going to miss more shots. So we'll bet against them because we think that the odds are that will make a significant of enough factor to sway the odds. And you have all of these people doing that, but, like, think of it, on a grander scale, right? Like, political. So you're going to have people looking into, like, every small thing, like the words that they use, how they're looking that day, and they're going to use all of this information, all of it, and they're all going to get together. They're going to have their little groups. They're going to talk about it back and forth until they come up with, the master idea of, like, this is who we should pick. But yeah, my point being is that you don't find the small things that matter. You don't find those on the surface. You have to go deep, and the betting goes deeper.
Because why the fuck would you bet on what people say if you could bet on what people bet on? Because the things that people say are bullshit. People are going to say what makes them feel good. They're going to say oh yeah, this sounds good. This is what I want to happen. But whenever you look at the actual dollars, the money, whenever people actually have to have skin in the game, then you have a totally different recalibration. Yep. And that's what matters the most right there. I can't believe this isn't a bigger story. I really can't. This is a massive fucking surprise.
They probably don't want to talk
now
about
we
it.
have the news is just being replaced by prediction markets.
Because you can trust them.
Oh my fucking god.
Because you can trust the money.
That's how it is now. I don't even know what to say. But yeah, CNN is partnering with Kalshi. And also, again, I think the biggest story with this.
This is actually this video is proof of like all of this, basically. Because I didn't hear about this from anybody except for freaking bald wizard Asmond. This is the only place I heard of this story. So like that's kind of what I mean.
Is the fact that really, I mean, CNN's
nobody
down
watches
bad,
the
right?
news.
I mean, you have
Nobody
to be
listens to
massively
it.
down bad if you're not even able to do any of this stuff. Like, you've got to go and like make deals with a gambling website. Like, yeah, they're probably doing it for money, but still. CoffeeZilla is going to have a mental breakdown with this news. Well, no, here's the problem is like Coffee probably realizes this, and I think that a lot of people also realize it, is that the fact is that gambling won. It did. It won. Like, that's all there is to it. It literally just won. Like, the gambling is just simply, it is ubiquitous. It is commonplace. It's everywhere. And I am a guy, I was against gambling. But I also know when I know when to hold them, know when to fold them. And I'm not pushing against it anymore. I don't give a shit anymore. That's what I see, is that the entire world wants to do this. Who am I to tell them no? Oh, where's the farm to money? There ain't much land left? I don't know. Let the retards ruin their lives? Yeah, and you could say that too, right? Is this natural selection accelerationism? I don't know if it is, but I know it's going to behave that way. I do. It's going to behave that way because what's going to happen, here's what's going to happen with gambling, is that there are going to be so many people gambling that you're going to have people killing themselves because of gambling all the time. It's going to be normal. It's going to be normal that people commit suicide by gambling. It's going to be like somebody dies from...
That's actually fucking terrible.
Like smoking a cigarette or something like that.
I guess that's a good point. What about cigarettes and alcohol and all that? Yeah,
and that's it. And I'm gonna be honest, like if you get addicted to gambling and you ruin your fucking life over it, I might sound like an asshole, but I'll just say I don't have any sympathy for you. I do not feel bad for you even 1% because you knew what you were getting into. Every single person has been educated to the...
The crazy thing is natural selection was just a fact of life for thousands of years until the modern age. Like probably the last century, basically. Prior to like this century, the last century. Prior to that, people really were exposed a lot more to natural selection. Like you didn't save enough food for the winter, you're dead. You called the wrong person a bitch, you're dead. Like it was a much harsher world now. And like nowadays, like you can have people that are absolutely useless, absolute like total fucking retards that, can't tell their fist from their ass. And they're allowed to exist and tell you what to do. Like think about it. You have the biggest fucking retards in the world telling you what to do instead of dying from dysentery. Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
Extent that you have a high school diploma, you know the way math works, or you didn't learn it in school. You're so fucking...
Hey, look, Asmond talking about you is how I found you a few days ago. Thanks, Pig and Zero. Thank you.
Stupid. You thought you were special, and it turns out you were, but not in the way you thought you were, and now you fucking ruined your life. Too bad. Too fucking bad. At the end of the day, some people have to live with the consequences of their own behaviors. And that's it. Will gambling hold back the indoctrination and the introduction of UBI?
We kind of been in a sort of consequence-free society, mostly, right? Oh, you constantly fuck up. You constantly aren't doing the right thing. Oh, it's okay. We got EBT for you. Don't worry about it. We got you. Oh, you can fuck up everything and still exist. That's crazy. That is so crazy. Like, guys, think about how crazy that is. You can fuck everything up in your life and still exist. Like, society is so crazy right now.
Yeah, maybe it will. I don't know yet.
You would
So
be
that's a
dead.
good idea. It sounds like
Any other era, you would be dead, basically. You would be dead. You would have been dead like 10 years ago.
a good way to reintroduce slavery to work off debts. Yeah, I mean, I think that could maybe be a good idea. Have people all addicted to gambling, and then they need to basically go into indentured servitude in order to work off gambling debts. I like that. That sounds like that's smart. You know, because we obviously need to bring back slavery. It's very clearly going to come back. Now, how is it going to come back? We don't know yet. But maybe this is going to be a piece to the puzzle. We ever left? Yeah, we don't really have slavery now, right? It's not like the way it used to be. Should programming be introduced as mandatory school subject? No, it's getting replaced by AI and technology.
Yeah.
That's really what the difference is. So yeah, it's getting clipped. I mean, I'm telling you, like, I really think that there will be conversations. So this is what this, all right. I'm gonna just say it. I think that basically what's happening is that so many of the people in the world right now are losing their jobs, and those people's IQ and capabilities mentally will never allow them to actually become a functioning member of society again, because so much of their jobs and jobs that would require the mental
basically all of the strength classes are being replaced by wizards. Like we're reaching Endgame Dungeons and Dragons, like level 20, where like the fighters and the monks, the rangers, they're becoming a lot less useful. The wizards can do literally fucking everything. So we're in end stage Dungeons and Dragons level 20 campaign.
Capacity that this person has, those jobs will be totally automated. So there will be no function and no use for, I would say, the majority of the population in any sort of a way that they could generate something that would create value to society. So what you're going to have is you're going to have a colossal
So they need to become tanks? What no, they can't do anything because this is all, see, the strength classes are going to get replaced by robots. So the wizards, so, the wizards, before, loser wizard, you can't open the door. Here, let me open it for you. Boom. Strength roll, broke the door down. You're welcome. Now that's going to be replaced by a wizard saying, well, I summoned my golem, and my golem breaks down the door.
class of people who are not just unemployed, but
20.
functionally never going to be employed, because there is no use that human being can have that would create a net positive effect on society that you couldn't just replace with robotics, technology, or resources.
Yeah.
So that will
even that's happening right now. The bard. Oh, wizard. Do you bore? Allow me to play you a song. Actually, let me create a golem and then wish it to be able to play music. Sorry. Forbidden Gobblegold, thank you so much for the bits. Thank you. And thank you, Dallas Gunslinger, for the gift sub. Thank you.
That removes all that. So how do you deal with this, right? Do you turn people into batteries? Do you reintroduce slavery?
AI sucks that way. For now. AI is improving immensely every fucking day. I'm one of the few people that follows it. I follow AI development on a daily level. I watch news. I watch news. I listen to news on AI every single day. So I'm well aware of how fast it's developing. And it's much faster than you think.
Do you introduce a plague to kill everybody? I don't know. But one of these things I think is going to happen. And I think it's going to happen in our lifetime.
COVID?
I know it sounds crazy, but I want you to click.
Well, thank you so much for the bits. There was only one supplement that ever fixed that. It was third party. It was introduced superheroes through mutations, gene editing. We needed a Superman to challenge the level 20 wizard. Yeah, the way we solved that in Angel Swords, we gave everyone magic. Basically, everyone uses magic.
Flip it and wait.
Everyone uses magic and technology. So all of the fighters in Angel Sword, they use magic to augment their muscles and buff themselves. And then all of their weapons are like magical technology, like the endgame weapons. All of the endgame weapons have artifices on them. Artifices and multiple customizations on each weapon. Yeah.
That's it. I'm telling you. Yep. You're already talking about the majority in chat, if what you're saying is technically speaking. Yeah, except for you, because you're really smart, obviously. And feeding a human is already more energy they will generate. Well, I don't know, right? I mean, you'd have to... They could optimize that. I have no idea. So turn those people into RAM. Yeah, that's how you solve the RAM shortage. That's how we go and we create our artificial superintelligence, is we have to... It's like, you know, the god emperor of mankind has to sacrifice 10,000 psychers a day in order to maintain his existence, in order to keep him alive. And so, like, what if the superintelligence requires, like, a fucking... an amount of human energy to be used in order to keep it into a thousand. Is it 1,000? I thought it was 10,000.
It's going to be like the fucking Sybil system, dude. It's going to be like the Sybil system from Psychopaths.
I think that's pretty much it. Yeah. So we already have the blueprint. We already have it locked in. So, yeah, I didn't know, Nick, that. Yeah, exactly. No, I know about it. Any sort of weird shit like that, I know all about. But anyway, Star Trek becomes closer to reality, and shift labor-centered value to other things, maybe? Labor, other things. Well, what other thing could have value? But yeah, anyway, that's where I think we're going. That's where I think society is going as a whole. And I think that wealth inequality right now is the best that it will ever be. I think it's going to get so much worse, so much faster. People have no idea.
I don't think he's wrong. And that is like kind of one of the things that's the most worrying about AI, I think. As much as I love AI, I think that is actually one thing to worry about. But the issue is there's nothing you can do to stop it. So it's kind of like I could worry about it and be like, oh, this is going to be like terrible. But there's literally nothing you can do to stop it. Because if we don't do it, someone else will. If the United States collectively said we're going to ban AI, we're not going to do AI anymore, then now China, Russia, India, whoever, they're gonna do it instead of us, and they're gonna use it to take global power. So we literally have to do it. Basically, there's no choice. I mean, it's very similar to nukes. It's like you have to have nukes, right? It's like, do I think that having nukes is a good thing? I think nukes are scary, really scary, but you have to have them. Anyway, another great video from Asmongold, one of my favorite streamers. Check him out if you haven't already. But I'm pretty sure all of you already watch Asmongold.